I'm gonna fix you some warm salt water, okay? Do you want me to try to fix your bed?
Am I coming through? Can you guys hear me? If anybody's even in a stream yet. Hey Deborah, I had a feeling you'd show up. I'm glad I waited to start doing this after the numbing wore off, so I'm not like slurring at my words, but if you can't if you can't tell, obviously I'm in pain too. I'm still sort of wearing off from anesthesia, but I'm hanging in there. It's definitely starting to hurt now though, but we ball. Hey Moxie. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be inactive from Discord servers for like most bigger Discord servers for about a week. So, because I'm definitely gonna probably be sleeping a lot more until I recover fully, but yeah, it's going well. My mom got some funny clips out of it, that's for sure. Deborah knows because I sent him videos. I might send these videos, but I'll have to censor my face if I'm gonna show it to anybody else. Because I don't want my family's face or my face to be seen in, like, other places that, well, with people I haven't, don't know that well yet. Because, like, Xavier and Rain has already seen it. Yeah, I'm stuck on antibiotics. I had to be stuck with an IV 3 times. Three times, I say, because they could not find a vein in my arm.
Fill the bottle up, so I'm not going to fill it up.
So, I have marks all over my arm. They stuck me 2 times on my right, and then finally got some in my left. I told them my left arm would have been the better option, but even then, it's not bad.
After you rinse your mouth out, I'll put that stuff in there.
You know, being honest, this hasn't been the worst pain I thought it was gonna be. I thought it'd be 10 times worse than this, but it's also probably because I just took an antibiotic. I've been taking medicine. I have ice packs on my face, and I'm just kind of existing here. Taking the time to chill out and stuff. You know, just those kind of things. Let me turn my mic volume down a little bit. You can hear my fan in my background. But I also have my headphones turned off, which I didn't realize. Whoops. It's probably because the armrest was on my right side, so they figured they'd try my right arm first. And if anything, the thing, you know, if anybody's ever had their blood taken, you know how they wrap this thing around your arm? That hurts more than the needle going in my arm because I had this mask over my face or like laughing gas to keep me calm. That's also what kept me calm when they eventually put the IV in for the anesthesia. And boy, let me tell you, that anesthesia worked quick. I didn't even notice that I had blacked out and woke back up. It was that quick. I thought they were about to do it, and the nurse came in and told me, "You're all done. I'm gonna go take you to the recovery room now." And I was like, "Huh?" But yeah, it worked pretty well. Luckily, I was out of it for the whole time, and my mouth was numb for at least like 8 hours. So it was not too bad. Then obviously, if you've seen like other videos of people after the effects of anesthesia, I saw the videos and I was being a little goofy. Once my family finally got to see me, they were waiting by the car, and the nurse took me out to my mom, and she helped me get my seatbelt on, and I guess I was just rambling the whole road back. I did randomly start crying some. Just made me feel like I was acting like a child. But yeah, the moment I got home, she helped me to my bed, and she didn't want me to get up until I know that I won't fall because most of the anesthesia's worn off. Hi Zeta. Can't stay in the chat, but I just wanted to pop in and wish you a speedy recovery and hope you have a great day. Not. Thanks, Zeta. I appreciate it. All I'm really asking is just for some support from people. I'm not saying that I'm going to be completely inactive. I'm just going to be spending more time, like, with my closer friends. So hopefully, like, recovery time is a lot faster, because I'm not going to be able to leave the house for at least a week. Kind of like that time when I had COVID and I was out of school for a week. But, you know, I'll make it through this. It's just, yeah, it's hurting, but the ice pack is numbing it some, so it's not too bad. And eventually that medicine should kick in, so I'll be able to go to sleep soon. Even though I've literally been asleep most of the day. Xavier and Deadbright would know that, because I've messaged them like ever so often in our little group chat that we have. You always are free to draw something. Zeta, you can always draw something. That's perfectly fine. If you do make something, just tell me and I'll see if I can find it somewhere. But yeah, no, if any of y'all ever have to go through this experience, I'll let you know like how the recovering experience is once I get through the next couple of days, but biggest experience on the first day, you probably will experience a bit of throbbing because I had all 4 taken out today, so each side of my mouth is sore. And since they numb your mouth, you probably won't be able to talk properly for a bit. And then obviously having the gauze in your mouth to catch the bleeding, because I was bleeding a lot. Might be a little too much information, but yeah, I was bleeding a lot, so there's several times you'll have to have your wisdom teeth taken out. It's not going to be the worst experience. From what I've gone through so far, this pain isn't as bad as having to deal with certain things each month. And my females in the chat would understand what I'm talking about. A thing that females have to go through each month. The cramps are way worse than this aching in my mouth. So, there's a more, like, comforting, like, explanation. Take your time, Zeta, that's completely fine. I appreciate y'all looking out for me. Yeah, maybe I'll do, like, one small stream each day to see, like, the difference in my speaking and, like, the difference in how I'm doing. Eventually, I gotta put this little thing in the microwave to heat up something to put some heat on my face. Because, God, that heat, like, really helped me, like, knock out sleeping earlier. But yeah, if you couldn't really tell, I'm still a little bit on that anesthesia. I'm still tired. That medicine that I just took will probably make me sleepy as well, because that's what my doctor said. And speaking of my doctor, he was probably the most nicest doctor I've ever had in my life. Light of Aid, we're bonding the life. You gotta go. I hope you feel better. Thank you, Zeta, and I appreciate it a lot. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all being here for me. Because in times like this, I kinda just need the support for a bit while I recover. But, like, earlier today when I got home, like, I laid on my bed, my mom kept coming in here ever so often to check on me, and eventually once one of our other family members woke up, she ran out to buy some stuff, like, 'cause I have to stick with such soft food for the first day, so all I've been eating is some yogurt. I have some ice cream. My mom got me, like, almost like a kinda, like a strawberry shortcake. So I can't really chew anything. So I've just been eating mostly yogurt today to, like, and plus, it's good to eat cold food. I have some popsicles too I can eat. If you have your wisdom teeth taken out, it's best to stick with soft foods like colder foods. That way it's a lot easier to consume without having to, like, try to chew anything. So tomorrow I might stick to move into some different foods, different softer foods, because when you have stuff done like this, you can't really chew. But if I have to chew anything, it's gonna be right in my front teeth. And so I'm taking little bites at a time, so most of them I can just swallow on my own. I don't want to risk getting food in the back of my teeth. And another thing is that this is probably going to make it harder to brush my teeth as well. So I'm going to wait for like the pain to kind of calm down a bit. And then I'll start brushing my teeth again because they said I really need to keep my teeth clean. And then I did find out that I have one stitch in my mouth on the left bottom of my mouth, or bottom left. It's a dissolvable stitch, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Your girl's hanging in there. Just I felt so much like a little baby today because my mouth being so numb, I kept drooling on myself, so I always had to keep a paper towel up to my mouth. I never thought I'd ever have this procedure done so early, but since they said I needed to have it done, I figured I might as well get it done as quickly as possible so I won't have to worry about it ever again. So that's how that's going. Considering that I had just turned 18 in May, this is quite the early time. They say wisdom teeth can come in around 17 to 25 years old, so some people might get it earlier, some people might get them later. The reason why wisdom teeth are taken out is because, like, they grow in wrong. So my bottom wisdoms were growing up against my tooth. My top ones are kind of doing the same, so they said I should get them taken out as soon as possible, so I did. I probably won't be doing this, probably won't be streaming for too much longer because, again, kind of talking is kind of hurting my mouth, and eventually that medicine is going to kick in to where I start getting sleepy, so yeah. The biggest experience is like, don't be afraid, let them know if anything's ever hurting you. Make sure that you're comfortable. They'll always make sure that you're comfortable. And you can always, like, I completely lost my train of thought there, but yeah, don't, if anybody's gonna have to go through this eventually, don't worry about it too much. You will probably feel some discomfort and pain for a couple of days to close to a week, but as long as you have a caring family nearby who's always looking out for you and make sure you keep an ice pack around your face to keep the swelling down, it's not the worst experience, trust me. Like, I've been through pain way worse than this. So, and if you're worried about, like, the removing process, you'll most likely always be put under anesthesia, so you'll be out of it the whole procedure. And then when you get woken up, they take you to a recovery room so you can, like, the anesthesia will wear off a little bit, and you'll probably be loopy because that's how I was. Be loopy a bit. Then your family will take you home and watch after you, take care of you. Make sure that you're not in too much pain, and the best suggestion for medicine, if you don't have like a prescribed like medication, is ibuprofen. That's what the doctor said the best thing to do. And biggest things that you can't do, obviously you can't eat anything hard, you can't do any like suction motion like drinking out of straws because there's a clot that forms in the where the wisdom teeth used to be, because that's what helps heal. And they say if that gets like pulled out, it's gonna be an even worse pain. So I have to be cautious and not do anything too crazy. So best thing you could do is get a good amount of get a good amount of rest. Try to relax. Let your family know if you ever need anything. Stick to soft foods, cold foods, and occasionally put ice packs and a warm pack on your face. Because I have ice packs, but I also have like a heated pad to put on my face. So from once I learn more about how this experience is gonna be, I'll be able to explain it in better detail. But yeah, trust me, if you have like that laughing gas, you're barely really gonna notice the needle. It probably only stung a bit because they were kind of like moving the needle around in my arm to find my vein. But it was not that bad. Probably because I've had experience with needles in the past. I used to have my blood taken all the time when I had high blood sugar. So the only thing that would hurt more is like that little like stretchy thing that's wrapped around your arm to make your vein pop up. So I was stuck in three parts of my arm today. One of my arms are like really blue and purple because I think it might have like maybe they hit a vein, but it kind of messed it up. So my arm's a little weird and purple, but it's not sore. The most pain I'm feeling is in my mouth. So don't worry about any needles you get stuck in your arm. You're not gonna feel that after. Because I was stuck 3 times and I don't even feel the pain in my arms. Yeah, you'll be numbed for at least like most of the first day. I say tomorrow and the third day is probably going to be where my most discomfort comes in. But after a bit, and eventually, like, they say sometimes you have to have stitches, but half of the time the stitches are always dissolvable so they don't have to be removed. And eventually and like things to drink, the best thing that I've been drinking right now is a bottle of apple juice that my mom brought from the store. But you could probably also drink water because they say it's best to stay hydrated. So you can't drink many things like I'm used to always drinking some carbonated drinks. They say you can't have anything carbonated, so I'm sticking with just lemonades. Not lemonade, Dawn. I'm just sticking with just the apple juice, and I'm sticking with simple soft foods like yogurt. It's best to stick with the simple things for the first couple days. Like maybe first 1 to 2 days, stick with like the softer stuff so you don't have to chew. And then maybe by the third day I'll start eating some normal stuff again, but it'll still always be really soft. Like for example, I told my mom about how I wanted to have some tacos again, and if you know me, I'm the type of person who only likes crunchy tacos. But I also like soft tacos, but since I really can't eat anything crunchy or hard right now, I'm gonna have to stick with softer tacos. Not the worst thing, but could be way worse. Is there anything else I may need to explain? I can't really think of anything else that I could explain, but make sure you always ask your doctors about like concerned questions you have before this procedure is done. Because it's always best to ask them questions and let them know if there's anything you need, if you're in any discomfort, before you're put under the anesthesia. And that's, well, pretty much it. Trust me. I was stressing it, but it wasn't that scary of an experience because I was lucky enough to have some nice nurses and doctors. And what's even better is that the procedure only took like 30 minutes to an hour, having all four pulled. So, surprisingly not very long, but obviously I didn't know how long it was because I didn't remember anything. I know you haven't got my wisdom teeth removed yet. Well, keep this in mind because once I figure out like how more of this experience is gonna get, at some point, maybe you might have yours taken. It just might be a later time. Because again, they say wisdom teeth come in from like 7 to 25 years old. So, yours might come in later. Some people's come in earlier. Some people come around the middle. It's very different for everybody. But I've heard that at least 95% of the population have to have their wisdom teeth removed. So, I wouldn't say you're completely out of the book yet. But it's good to get that checked out to see if they're coming in. And if you ever, and I mean ever, feel any discomfort in the back of your mouth, let someone know immediately. Because it's better they get the wisdom teeth taken out before they start causing pain. That's why I had mine done so fast. And luckily, since I did this procedure when I graduated school, I don't have to worry about schoolwork. All I'm doing is just chilling here and chilling with my friends. I appreciate y'all looking out for me so much. It really, truly means a lot. But if anybody who knows that I used to speak a lot on certain servers, like Discord servers, and occasionally people would see me playing Roblox a lot, I probably won't be doing those things as much. I might still be some, but I'm mostly trying to like relax and take the time to recover to make sure my mouth isn't hurting so much. Maybe in decades some people won't have any wisdom teeth anymore. Yeah, maybe. It depends, I guess, but again, the whole wisdom teeth procedure, don't dread it too much. Yeah, you're going to be in pain for a bit, but the pain they say is like a 3 to 4 scale rating, so it's not the worst pain you're gonna feel. It's discomforting, but it's not bad. Not gonna be around a lot, but I'm glad you're doing well. Take care. Thanks, Moxie or No Name. We're thriving. We're surviving. But don't ever feel worried about having to have this procedure done. If there's anybody in the chat who needs to have this done eventually, take the advice from me. And each day I'll give a good explanation on how I'm feeling, how the pain tolerance is. They say it's around 3 to 4 on a pain scale. So don't dread it too much. Anyways, it's been around like 30 minutes by now. I should probably end this stream soon so I can kind of rest my voice. And when that medicine kicks in, I'll be getting sleepy, so I'll have to go back to sleep. I need to finish eating my yogurt because I need to get food in my stomach. So I appreciate y'all being here listening to my little rant about this experience. And I'll probably do some of these ever so often each day for the week until I'm fully recovered, so you can understand the journey I have with this whole procedure being done, and you'll be able to understand like what it's like. So hopefully if someone you know were to explain it better, if you ever have to have this done again, maybe it won't be so like scary, because I'm not the type of person to really like dentists. I've never been really afraid of dentists, but I've also like had the little procedure done where I've had 2 teeth filled with 2 little cavities in my mouth. So I know the experience of having my teeth drilled because I've had my mouth numbed in the past. I've had laughing gas in the past. So we'll make it. We'll live. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you all for who showed up today and listening to my rant. I tend to repeat myself a lot for some reason, probably because I don't know what else to say. But thank you for showing up. I appreciate all the nice and kind words about this. Because I like being able to read these words and see how, like, they see these nice things that people are saying. It really makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. And maybe expect a stream from me tomorrow, explaining more about this tomorrow.